So to maintain high concurrency in DB systems for writing states or reading states across various transactions, like uh, they should operate in such a way that the transactions occurred serially one after another and they didn't read each other's states. um, okay, so that is to maintain the correctness of final states, because interleaving is allowed. So if they read each other's DB states, so that will cause a final state which is not correct. So yeah, okay, as we might have discussed it earlier, that 2PL only ensures conflict serializability, uh, that it will prevent any cyclic dependencies among transactions. Uh, but it doesn't prevent all anomalies, so we can use other rigorous forms of 2PL for that. But DB systems use a mix of these techniques. Uh, like they don't even enforce 2PL at a wider level. Uh, and they use like some other techniques, MVVC and such stuff, yeah. And these can be mimicked or enforced to some transactions where necessary. Okay, so this and also like cellular communications in humans, they also provide high concurrency, like cells keep operating on shared resources. uh, so do they also use such type of mechanisms? uh, okay, so like in an kind of, like not really in a serious way, but yeah, in an like uh, at a bigger level, they also do it like this, like a growth phase, then a constant phase, and then a shrink phase. So in a growth phase, they accept new inputs and then they operate on them, and in the shrink phase, like they stop taking new inputs, because if they keep acquiring new inputs mid states, so it will obviously cause bad states, because um, yeah, uh, in the similar ways like how it happens in uh, DB systems. Like because here or we here the cells are also updating states and reading states. Uh, Although like they use chemical mechanisms for such things, but just in an abstraction way. Also, it doesn't mean that regeneration on a bigger level it goes against 2PL. Yeah, and so like this is for efficient cellular communications, um, at a just cellular communication level. And it is, I mean, it is not like that they just use purely such things. It will be obviously very complex with some abstraction of this types. Uh, because like they will have a growth phase where they can accept inputs, and in the constant phase just do operations, and in the shrink phase don't accept any new inputs, because that may cause bad states with another transactions. um okay, so like they are like extremely more dynamic using some chemical gradient and bioelectric gradient systems. I'm just saying it vaguely. So like uh yeah, and yeah, the animals that can regenerate body parts, they also use 2PL in communications um among the cells, so to keep like the growth in a stable way. So it is mainly for stabilization, and to keep the states correct. like not purely this. It will be just a part of the system. And yeah, so it is not like that 2PL is against regeneration. So like there is no contradiction here. It is just that like 2PL is for straight correctness where necessary among concurrent communications. So even animals who can regenerate properly use such mechanisms at some levels with some modified levels of this, like not purely, but and some part of the reason that humans can not regrow body parts and while some animals can, is it because one thing is like that it requires high metabolic energy. So and so like those animals, they probably don't need that much energy for other tasks, so they can like wait for some weeks while they regenerate. Because like while regeneration they have to kind of rest. And so but for humans evolution, like it is that they would, it was mostly like for the survival. So their biology would in a way to form scar formation and to stop blood flow and all such things. Because it so like yeah, I mean it is for survival, and also that they also need energy for others things. So they cannot like wait to completely regenerate, because regeneration would require repatterning of tissues and all such things, and it will also require high amounts of energy. So yeah, for survival the scar formation thing is more suitable. So they might have uh, evolved in this way because of this thing. Yeah, I'm just saying vaguely again, like okay, yeah, and like clarify it again. There is no correlation, like there is no contradiction that 2PL is against regeneration, because 2PL is some small part of the system in communications. And I didn't mean anything at a full bigger level. And humans like can stay healthy for as long as they want, um, by adopting healthy mechanisms. So yeah, uh, like okay, so that was just to connect db level concurrency and cellular communications concurrency. And also I meant that they use like